What is up, everyone? I'm Squishy Joshi, creative vagabond, taking you on adventures in gaming, art, music, and experiences. Today, we're checking out BAND-MAID, and it's been a while since we've looked into them. This appears to be one of their newer songs, and it's called Present Perfect. Ooh, okay.
Present perfect.
Whoa! Let it ring out. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. Right, so this was a very interesting first minute and a bit of the song. It definitely feels like a lot of the stuff that we've been hearing from them recently, but also a bit more of a modern feel to it. It does feel like they're sprinkling a bit of a dance groove into it, or at least trying to make us dance a little bit more than usual, instead of like the usual power metal vibe. So one of the things that was really kind of interesting to me at the start was how she basically just said the name of the song, no instrumentation or anything. It was kind of like whispered in a way, and they had the text there on the screen. She might be, you know, having her hand up against a mirror or something. I think that's potentially what is happening here. But she basically whispers present perfect, and then the song kind of kicks off straight away, immediate like crash into it. We're getting a bit of this power metal, J metal vibe, and then all of a sudden the song switches up again, which I was totally not expecting, because it was kind of like this descending thing, which we have actually noticed in previous songs. They tend to do this like layered descending octave melody going down and kind of like loop that. Is this from the same album, or is this a new song that's coming out? I don't exactly know. I'm guessing this song is from a new album because it appears to be one of their newest releases. I could be wrong. If I am, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, it's really interesting to see how this song has been progressing in the first sort of minute and a bit of listening to it. It was like 3 different vibes right at the start, and then when it got to the third vibe, it kind of stuck with that for the rest of the way. But how cool were the bass fills that were going on? Let's dial it back a little bit and see where it goes from there. Yeah, that instrumental really like takes you off guard. Okay, I want to just comment on something there. It always feels like, I don't know if you guys are noticing this as well, but the song is potentially in 2 different keys. Like the verses are in this one key, the chorus is in a different key, but they're able to bridge the 2 where it feels like it's jarring, but not too jarring. You know what I mean? At first you're like, oh, but then at the same time you're like, oh, that was really satisfying how they got there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if the key jump is super significant. Could just be just a half step up or a half step down. Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying what I hear in the moment. But it sounds fantastic. Like everything is mixed so well. I really like how I can hear all the different members and their instruments in the song, especially in that last verse where it was very focused on Misa and her bass. And it seems to be a reoccurring structure over the last couple of songs that we've reacted to by BAND-MAID. They're definitely going for the specific style, which suits them really well, I feel. And I just like how they've thought about their songs in such a way where each of the members get to shine. Not every band gives its members that opportunity. So I'm really loving how we can hear the bass really clearly in the mix. It's cutting through, especially in that last verse and chorus where they seem to put an extra focus on the bass. And the guitar work is always fantastic as usual. We're getting a lot of these like octave notes on the guitars higher up on the neck. And so that way I feel like every sort of element has its spot in the wave spectrum. That probably contributes to why it's mixed so well. Every instrument sort of has its spot in the frequency. But I do also want to say Psyche, if I got her name right, I hope I did. And her vocals really do seem to pop off in this song. Like she's really going hard out. And I feel like with every BAND-MAID song that we've been checking out, her vocals are just getting better and better. And she's like pushing herself to new heights. You know, when a lot of singers seem to go backwards with their vocals, she just seems to be improving every single time. That's a fantastic trait of a good singer. I just want to pause it here on this frame really quick and compliment the way that this strikingly awesome looking 5-string bass in this really bright mustard yellow really stands out in this shot here. I mean, we've got a lot of dark colors and blue lighting in the background there, but overall, real big focus on that yellow bass. Great contrast. Anyways, let's get back into it. Love these scenery shots too. That's cool. Oh, come on. Oh, what? You're telling me it ends there with the solo? Come on, they could have extended that a little bit more. I would have loved hearing that being like double the length, but then in the second time that it does it, we get that offbeat disco groove. So it's like, and then have that solo over the top of that. That would have been pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, while I was reacting to that there, really love these shots of them in the open fields area, the wide open scenery with the expansive views. Those shots look fantastic. I'm so glad that they've come this far to the point where they're getting a little bit more comfortable on camera, especially in these brighter sort of daylight scenes. And I think if some of you guys were here from my initial reactions to BAND-MAID, I had made comments on the cinematography before where it felt too dark and you couldn't really see what was going on. But in this one, the production level has just elevated, shot through the roof. I wonder if we can make a play on the title there, Present Perfect. This is the present day now. It's perfect. You know, they're at a point now where they're just really comfortable with themselves and their career. And it sounds like they're making the music that they enjoy. They've really honed in on their sound. There's a lot of that descending guitar work, the arpeggios, even the way that they do the call and response between the guitar and the bass. And then the way that the drums play off that is very, very much their style. You know, we listen to a lot of other international acts on this channel. Let's take Akane, for example. While Akane are great in their own right, they seem to have this sort of power metal lane where they're really good at that style. They don't necessarily focus on the same sort of musical things that BAND-MAID are focusing on. And I'm not trying to compare the two. They're both awesome in their own right. They both have their own styles. BAND-MAID, on the other hand, have the style where they have this sort of like disorienting kind of like otherworldly vibe to their metal. And they put a big focus on passing the focus between them. And look, both bands are absolutely phenomenal in their own right. But we still have quite a bit more of the song to go. We have about a minute and a bit to go, I think. So let's get back into it. I mean, we did just hear a solo. I'm wondering if there's another solo at the end, perhaps an outro or something. So let's see where it goes from here. See, we'll keep moving forward. Nice. Let's go. Oh, that was great. Drone shots too. Oh, okay, just kind of like spacing it out like that at the end. So it kind of ended the same way that it started. Yeah, obviously great song structure, great flipping between keys and mixing, super cool overall. I love these shots of them on the cliffside. There's so many cool things happening there in the instrumentation as well. What do you guys think of this new BAND-MAID song? It's one of their latest tracks at the time of recording this, and it's called Present Perfect. So I wonder, have they perfected their sound where they're at right now? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and if you guys enjoyed this reaction, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're trying to hit a goal of 5,000 subscribers in the first quarter of 2026, and apparently 98% of you guys that have been watching and enjoying these reactions haven't subscribed yet. Now, of course, I'm not going to force you, but I would really appreciate it if you guys spend 2 seconds of your time just to press that subscribe button and join the Squishyverse, because we do so many fun, creative things here, from gaming, art, music, and entertainment. We cover it all here on this channel. So if any of those topics interest you, please do come along for the adventure. Anyways, that's going to be it from me today. Hope you guys are doing well, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.